My first motorcycle was a 74 Yamaha 500 I bought in 77 right out of high school and rode it pretty hard. When I got ready to buy a new bike, I wanted to step up to something bigger, and Yamaha had just rolled out their 1100. A buddy of mine had one and let me ride it, and I gave it back to him and asked him, how do you hold on to that? It just shoved me to the back of the seat. Every gear, front wheel came up. It was crazy fast. So I decided to go with the xs1100 instead, and it was a great decision because I could ride it fast and hard and steer it into corners real hard, drag knees, just like Kenny Roberts. This is 78, 79, but I always wanted to do a Café racer back then. That's kind of what they called them. And wound up putting a little fairing on the front of it, and never got around to doing the Café racer. So here it is, about 40 years later. I found this xs1100. It's a 1980 model, and it was pretty rough. And this is what I'm going to build this 1100 in Café racer out of. These things were monsters. Fastest production bike in its day. A little rough, but for the price, couldn't beat it. All I'm interested in is the frame and the motor. Everything else is going to be taken off, redone, turned into a Café racer. Drove up to Tyler, Texas from Dickinson, south of Houston, pick it up. Here we go. For the ride back to Houston, I want to make sure people understand what's going on. And just to clarify, my other bike is a Harley. I'm talking a little loud because it's raining. I got two fans going on, but all these techniques I read about to get an engine out of a xs1100. I want you to see how I rigged this up. It's on the center stand, and then I've got a 1-ton hoist, and I rigged it up through the head. Just wrapped that around, tied it up on this side, started lifting it. A lot of the posts said pull it out on the right side. Here it comes. I've had to do very little so far to get that engine out. When I get it completely loose, which it almost is, I'll just push the hoist that way. Got plenty of room to set it on the ground or on a dolly. Anyway, it's going pretty good. Thank you, Lord. Progress on the xs11 Café racer. One thing I'm really good at is taking shit apart. The question is, can I put it all back together? We'll see. Stay tuned. After waiting forever for the machine shop to finish the heads and cylinders, I couldn't stay off Craigslist and picked up a 97 FZR 600 and a 1990 FZR 1000. The 600 I had to rebuild, and the FZR 1000 was a giddy up and go. This is the go-by, and I've got a pretty good start. So stay tuned and keep up with the xs1100 Café Racer build from Medieval Customs.